And welcome to the Heart of America Athletic Conference Women's Basketball Media Day. Next up, we're excited to hear from Graceland University. Let's start off with introductions. Heaven, go ahead and introduce yourself. Let's go with name, year in school, and hometown, please.
My name is Heaven Wabart. I'm year of 2023. I'm from Converse, Texas.
Very good. Coach, go ahead and introduce yourself and how long you've been there at Graceland.
Actually, this is my first year. Started, I guess, the last week in May. Not new to the conference. Coached at William Penn for a few years as well. So I'm really excited about getting back in the Heart of America Conference. My name is Willie Scott, and I'm from Chicago.
Awesome. Coach, let's start with you. Tell us about Heaven and her importance to your program.
It was a blessing. You know, when I decided to take the job, my first question was Heaven going to return? And they told me as far as they knew she was going to return. So I had to reach out for her myself. We had a great conversation. I wanted her to know that she is the face of this program and that we were going to expect a lot out of her. We know she had a great season. And I also knew we talked about, you know, just her being in a situation where she's putting out, but they're not winning. And I know how frustrating that is. And I promised her that we will win this year as long as she come back over the summer and put some work in. And she did that. And so we're off to a great start.
Very good. Heaven, what is your major and what are some plans for maybe life after basketball at Graceland?
Well, I'm a psychology major with a minor in business. I'd like to play overseas if that's possible. If not, then I'd like to go forward and get a master's degree and be a therapist of some sort.
Good. Heaven, you know, you're one of the leaders on the team as a returner. How's practice going? How are things gelling, you know, with the new coach and new faces?
I feel like with the new coaching staff, we're definitely being challenged, but that's good. I feel like we're moving as one now, and yeah, it's going pretty good.
Very good. Coach, how about you? You know, first couple of weeks of practice, you've still have a few weeks left before non-con games, but how are things going with your new team?
I'm very excited. You have to understand that Heaven is kind of shy, so she is a little nervous. She's not nervous on the court. For me, it's you know, with my background and my experience, I've been known for rebuilding programs. I've been very successful at it. And for this team, you know, my philosophy is the same wherever I go. And it's kind of challenging when you have to change the culture first. Before you even get on the floor, you're trying to establish a different point of view for your team. And I refuse to lose. You know, I'm used to winning and I'm used to having programs that end up very successful. So first we had to kind of shape and mold some of the players. You know, we have 9 return players from last year and they already kind of set in their ways. And, you know, we had to change that first. But they've done a tremendous job of buying in. That's why I requested that they come in over the summer. So we've been working out since June 1st. And I think that's very, very important when you're trying to rebuild a program, because if you wait till the first day of school and start, you're way behind, you know. So I'm really excited about the fact that they're buying in. They all say I'm crazy, but I always tell them that, yeah, I'm crazy, but I win. And so we're going to figure out how to do that this year. And I'm really excited about it.
Coach, you know, as the team progresses the next couple of weeks, what do you hope to see from your squad once games start, you know, once the non-conference games gets going?
Yeah, you know, doing a lot of research on the teams prior to this year, they just didn't score enough points. You know, Heaven, of course, is all conference player, but she only averaged 11 points a game, and that's not her fault. So the first thing we had to do was figure out who's going to put points on the board. And then also how we're going to get stops. So those two for me go together, and we're doing a tremendous job every day at working at it. Some days harder, some days easy. Yesterday we had a practice, probably our worst practice all year. But I always tell them we're making a movie, and we'll decide what this movie looks like in March. And so some days you're just going to have a tough day at the office. Yesterday was one of them. So I look forward to coming back today and having a great one today. But overall, I'm very satisfied with the fact that mixing the old blood with the new blood, and they competing every single day. I think we're going to fool a lot of teams, and I think we're going to be very successful.
Coach, let's talk about campus a little bit and your facility. So there's been a renovation within the arena, the gym there, and that's been completed. How great has that been for your team to practice in kind of a new environment?
It's an exciting moment because we had to practice at high schools all summer up until we finally got in the gym. I would say a little over a week ago. And as you know, high school gyms are a lot smaller than the college arenas. And so once we got in there, we thought we were in really good shape until we actually went up and down on the big court, and, they huffing and puffing the first 5 minutes. And that's just part of, just dealing with adversity. It's no reason to complain about the gym is not available. Let's just figure out how to get it done. And we're on our way.
Evan, how about for you? The opportunity to play on that new gym floor. You've been through different things the last couple of years there with the facility, but how exciting is it for you and your teammates to play on that new floor?
We've been waiting for this for a very long time now. So I think everyone's just grateful that it's almost complete and we're ready to play on it. I heard it's got like some tech in it to protect your joints from like strain and stuff. So I'm excited. I want to be dunking,
It would give you a little extra hops.
Yeah.
How excited are you to begin this season with your teammates and to begin with the new coaching staff and all that?
I'm super excited. I am hungry for wins. I feel like we can do it this year with our new coaching staff and everyone's change of mindset. I'm ready. That's what I have to say.
Yeah. Coach, you've had success in the heart, taking William Penn to the national tournament. Like you said, you've helped really resurrect programs. What will it take this time around, to get the program going and reach your goals?
I think you just take one game at a time. We can't get ahead of ourselves. I've done a lot of research since I've been gone from the heart, and we have some very, very good teams. So yesterday I asked the team to write down how many wins and losses they think we would have at the end of the season. I wrote mine down. Of course, I can't share it with you right now. But there's going to be some teams, and I probably never said this before, that probably beat us and probably would beat us pretty good. But these teams and these coaches in this conference know how I am, and they know I'm going to compete, and they know we're going to come and we're going to be prepared. And we're going to play hard. And every team that we play, they know we're going to be there, and they know they're going to be in the dogfight. And so I think with that kind of respect, we just have to win the ones that we're supposed to win, and then win a couple that we don't supposed to win, and just put all that together. And I think we'll have a very successful year for the first time.
Heaven, last question for you. For fans that maybe haven't been to Graceland, been to the campus, been to a game, kind of describe the campus and the community there.
I would say as soon as you get on campus, it's a family, it's a warming feeling. Everyone's very inviting, and they just want you to have the best time here. It's small. There's not very many students.
Coach, last question for you. We've asked every head coach the same question. What's the first thing that comes to mind when you hear Heart of America women's basketball?
Best NAIA conference in the country. I've experienced that firsthand, getting to the national tournament and just seeing all the great teams in the conference. And overall, you have some great coaches that I respect a lot, and they do a great job going out, getting the type of players that fit their program. And we have to do the same thing, but I would say I'm very excited about it. It's very competitive. I also think it's underrated. You know, when we recruiting kids, you know, I tell kids all the time, like, okay, you're not going to go D1. So this is the next best thing to being very competitive in a conference where you're going to be challenged every single night, you know, and I'm excited about that. So I have a lot of respect for it. I had some options to go to other places, but this is where I wanted to be.
Coach Heaven, thanks so much for your time, and best of luck as you get ready for the season.
Thank you. We appreciate it.